What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I told y'all I'd be back. Shout out to my homegirl, Nikki. She wanted me to make this video. And any other fans that are interested in this video, come on and tune in. This video is about JT, Saucy Santana, and Yung Miami's beef. Now, this particular feud shocked me because we all know how, cool they were. We would see live streams of them, performances, interviews, whatever, partying. We thought that these three people would never feud the way they have been. And I made a video about the City Girls, JT and Yung Miami, not too long ago. I may have to repost that, bring up some video clips of that. But this was when Yung Miami was still dating Diddy, before Diddy had gotten all that, mess. I had made a video about JT and Yung Miami and the City Girls and stuff like that. So I may repost that and repost some video clips. But this video is crazy. They had a feud recently this year between October of 2025. Allegedly they had a crazy feud on Twitter. And let me tell you, a lot of people will vent out and post things on Twitter, and we catch it like it's news. And we catch it like it's news, I'm telling you. It was just a shock for me to see these three feuding. JT and Saucy Santana feud started when JT allegedly accused Santana of calling her ugly and other insults on Twitter. Now, let's be clear. JT is not ugly. She's not. She's a very beautiful girl. And I love her pictures. I love I don't know if she does like a little bit of modeling or stuff on the side. And, because she takes a lot of good pictures, a lot of good modeling pictures and things like that. So I can't even believe that Saucy Santana called her ugly. I just can't believe that. The situation escalated when Santana claimed that Nicki Minaj had confronted Yung Miami about not defending JT during a separate feud with Cardi B. This is crazy. Now, we was just talking about Nicki Minaj. Well, I posted it. We was, talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B situation. But now it just seems like Cardi B is in another situation with JT, Yung Miami, and Saucy Santana. Somehow, some way, Cardi B is attached to this feud. This also underlines tension between the friends, as JT felt that Santana was jealous of her and Yung Miami's success. This is crazy. Yeah, the feud got out of control on Twitter, And JT also felt that Yung Miami favored Santana. JT had her, reasons of why she felt the way she felt. Santana did respond, and we'll get to that in a minute. Allegedly, Santana sided with Cardi B in a separate online argument, leading JT to feel some type of way. Allegedly, Santana says JT is jealous and has a history of feuds with other female artists. Now, who do that sound like? I just made a video on that. But I'm going to really be honest. I don't see that in JT. I don't see her having many feuds with female artists. Maybe I missed out on something. But it's clear that maybe Saucy Santana saw some things that we didn't get a chance to see to make him feel like that. But Santana did also respond and said Cardi B and his friendship is genuine. No need to ride anyone's wave, responding to JT. So JT, obviously, or must have said, you just being friends with Cardi to ride a wave or ride somebody's wave that's relevant. So Santana and Cardi have a pretty decent friendship from what he says. It's legit. But it don't look like JT is thrilled about it because, you know, Saucy Santana was friends with JT and Yung Miami. Now, this is where Yung Miami comes in the picture at. JT feeling like her friend Yung Miami played favorites, supporting Santana more than her. Now, it would be certain videos, interviews, pictures that you would see a lot of Yung Miami and Santana. You wouldn't really see JT. And, you know, I noticed it, but I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, they're all cool, but you're seeing a lot of Yung Miami and Santana. But behind the scenes, you just never know how a person really feel. So JT felt some type of way about that, you know. And will there be another City Girls album? I don't think so. Not right now. Everything has changed. And who would have thought they would have broke up after all of what they've been through? Matter of fact, JT and Yung Miami's last album was Raw back in 2023 in October, if I'm not mistaken. You know? I ain't heard no album from them since then. Everything has changed. And now, JT and Yung Miami and Saucy Santana, they got this feud going on. It just seemed like everything is slowly falling apart. But it may get back on track if they all just have a sit down and talk about what's going on, what's upsetting them instead of putting it on the internet. Because Twitter was off the chain. Twitter be off the chain. A lot of people vent out on Twitter and they say things, and like I said at the beginning of the video, it's like news to us. So we gonna grab it and talk about it. Seems like with this friendship here, with these three, it's a lot of jealousy, a lot of emotions, mixed emotions. And then it gets to the point where people are talking about how ugly another person is. Like, I really do feel like these three got out of hand with the feuding. Well, I'm going to say for JT and Saucy. And then I told you where Yung Miami comes in at, you know. It's a lot of favoritism. I'm going to say that because JT felt like Yung Miami was showing a lot of favoritism to Santana. And the only thing that I could say from me looking with my own eyes, at one point in time, it was all you saw was Yung Miami and Santana. You didn't really see JT. But you knew they were all friends. This was before the feud. Shout out to Nikki again for making a suggestion for me to come out with this video. This feud was serious. Kind of serious here. You know? Because these three were known to be very good friends, have fun. Like I said, live streaming, interviews. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it all with them. Who would have thought? So I'm glad I made this video for my fans. Nikki, you know this video was for you. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for getting me to 495 subscribers. Let's get these watch hours up. Let's like these videos. Let's share the videos, my videos. You know, let's get up there. I got, 480 videos? That's a lot of videos for just over the years. But yeah, I wanted to make this video for my fans. I hope y'all like it. Check it out. comment below. You have anything to share, that I left out, that I may have left out. But this feud was definitely something that I needed to talk about. This was crazy because it was kind of shocking. It was just shocking to me. I would have never thought allegedly Saucy would have called JT ugly. That just would have started off with that. Like, she ain't ugly. She's beautiful. Yung Miami's beautiful too. So, yeah, things got out of hand. And will it be back on track with them? They would have to have a complete sit down. And I ain't talking about with the internet, or they can record it. They can record them having a big sit down, letting people see what's really going on. But, it's up to them to want to do that, to really unleash everything, to try to solve and save their friendship. But as of right now, I don't see no friendship right now after that feud on Twitter. Okay? You guys don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Y'all know I'll be back. Peace.